from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New England Patriots taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of
the first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England taking over on offense here, and for the second straight season, it's a rookie leading the charge at quarterback. Someone who really knows how to light it up through the air, former Western Kentucky Hilltopper, Bailey Zappi.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Zappi to throw on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Off the fake, Zappi. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Zappi, and he's going to get this down near the 25. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump back to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. From the 31, Goff. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. There's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 24 carries, 78 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Zappi's throw taken in by Bourne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Looking to throw again on second down. Zappi, he'll find Parker again. Complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Patriots at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 now. Zappi. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, That mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Zappi.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
A nice little juke. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
Here's Jack Fox now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
First and 10, Zappi.
Completes it to Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Zappi off play action.
He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the shotgun, Zappi.
Open man is born.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Going play action here with Zappi.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes our score 17-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Goff.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Funches has it complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And room there to work it inside the 25.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
99 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. They juked him.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Play fake, and now here's Zappi. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We often see trades between division contenders, but that's exactly what we got when Devontae Parker was traded from Miami to New England. Injuries never let him become the guy Miami envisioned when they selected him 14th overall in 2015. But in his lone season healthy, he went over 1,200 yards and had 9 touchdowns. That's the player the Patriots are seeking to get in this deal.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Zappi from the gun, and this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 3rd down, here's Zappi. He's got his man, it's Kendrick Bourne. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Harris. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Zappi now on 1st and 10.
Got the connection here to Bourne.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One final shot before half for Zappi.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Swift going to try up the middle. On the move past the 40. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A play fake for Swift, now Goff. That one complete, he finds Shark. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Zappi to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They hand this off to Harris, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Gone. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dietrich Wise able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Running back Damian Harris and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Zappi. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This complete left side to Aguilar. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Again, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
On 1st down, Goff. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, Swift.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's gone. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, it's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To the air again. Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Goff on 1st down. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
New England's offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. They run again with Harris. And he's got some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.